versus Tech.
Ooh-wee.
EVT. Okay.
On Dominio
All right.
Azul.
Going into Voddy versus Tech. Freakling's map. Dominio Azul.
Thank you, Rogues Gallery, for rating us. I'm not sure why.
And in the
Appreciate
bottom
it.
right,
They were having a
The qualifiers for the
Rumble or whatever.
the Rumble.
all right. Welcome everyone. We are just starting this series, Tech versus Voddy, and in the bottom right, in the pink Protoss, we have Tech fighting for Disturbed Minds. At the 12 o'clock position, the Blanco color, fighting for IRK, it is Voddy, our House Foreign Terran himself.
Wah, 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 wah. Big shout out to Strom and Rogue Gallery. Thank you very much for the raid.
This map we're seeing is Dominio Azul. It's made by Last Curse and Freakling. It's going to be featured in the Best of the Best tournament that is going to be beginning in February. And yeah, it's a 3-player map, pretty standard. Say it's got a big structure in the middle, kind of reminds me of the old Wuthering Heights.
This is a previous version. It has been updated since. Whatever that means.
Voddy and Tech are very good players. Tech is out of Chile. Been playing for a long time. I feel like I've seen Tech's name on iCup forever when I played that.
So I think the last series I saw on this map was Terra U versus who was the Protoss? It was part of this series. I can't remember the Protoss, but Terra U went for I think a two-base push every single game. So I'm wondering if we'll see that here.
Might have been Oya. Played quite a few show matches.
I kind of want to say it was someone else. I don't remember.
Kala?
No, not Kala. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, Kala hasn't played Terra U yet.
Sounds laggy. That's surprising, considering how much Kala's played for us.
Great to see him finally on the TL stream roster. I think a lot of players should be added to that. It needs to be refreshed a little bit.
Yeah, shout out to Blind Roar for adding him to the sidebar.
Voddy scouting in the wrong direction. Going to be scouting Tech in the later with 2 factories coming up. Doing range just beginning. Not looking for a quick expand from Protoss. Since this map is all on one level, I guess Dragoon pressure is probably going to be a lot stronger since you're not fighting up a ramp. So pressing the front wall, probably a smarter idea. Denying the CV scout.
All right, so we're going to see a very strong Terran push shortly. And I think Tech is going to get rolled over because he has 1 gateway. That's just my newbie opinion.
Yeah, Voddy not looking for his... seems to fast expand a lot. No bunker expand from him.
Like, Tech hasn't... Yeah, he hasn't scouted at all.
Tech's looking for his Nexus.
Throwing
a Nexus down is probably not the move, but he doesn't know what his opponent's doing. Scouting with Dragoons.
I think it was Dragon versus Terra U.
Oh, yeah, that did happen on this map. Thank you for remembering it, because it was driving me crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Just sit here in silence for a whole minute, just wondering, like, who was that?
Yeah, Terra U performed very well against Dragon.
Voddy's going for a double max shop, pumping double tank, so he's definitely going for a really strong push. I imagine he's going to for like 5 SCVs with this push. Probably bunk the front. He hasn't scouted that Tech is going for an expansion yet, but he scouted one gate when his SCV died, so might kind of assume that that's coming.
4 goons?
Dragoon jumping on top of the tank and gonna take the
Yeah.
tank down.
Oh, that was nicely done.
Running from the Marines, he's got range.
I'm surprised Voddy didn't back away with the tank.
Do you have any more goons though? Because I mean, there's a fresh tank coming.
Got pretty good damage done on the Dragoons. He did pick off the tank with his,
like, I'm
which is
actually
really big.
I'm wondering here if he actually can hold this. What kind of a force does he have here? 'Cause he's got 4 goons and 2 of them are probably yellow.
Did he back away because he's worried about vultures coming in with mines, or is it safer?
No, I just took the kill and ran.
Because I feel like he's trapping himself inside. It's natural.
Yeah.
So mines and speed have finished. Dragoons coming in, blocking the vultures a little bit.
Trouble.
Yeah, I think this is.
I love this Terran build. It's so strong.
Yeah, so
So
Voddy,
ramp.
kind of,
Oh my gosh.
Voddy kind of blindly countered a fast expand from Tech, and it seems to be working off.
See, I hate to say this because Dragoons right now are very valuable, but whenever his units was on top of that mine, that's when you just run your weak Dragoon right into him and hope you kill some of those Marines.
I like how he's killing the expansion.
Okay, the observer's coming up at least. It's
Yeah,
over,
nothing to
though.
fall back
Like he
on,
can
though.
kill it right now. Yeah.
It's too late.
See,
It
he's
is
running
game
away.
right here.
Yes, he hit every single one of his Dragoons.
Yeah,
JJ.
I don't know if there's ever. I'm not an
Yeah, he
expert on
didn't,
this
he
matchup,
didn't
but
pull any probes or anything like that either, so.
yeah, I'm not an expert on this matchup. I don't think you ever pull back into your base for boss.
You do a little if it's too late. Like he saw it really late. No GG. Ooh.
No GG. Game's called. Tech tapping out. Not really tapping, but
Said
Voddy taking game number 1.
See, whenever.
Yeah, because when you see it, when he was out on the map, he took the fight when he wanted to with the Dragoons. So he was able to dive on, pull back, but when he corners himself in his natural, you can't use the micro advantage of the Dragoon.
Right,
Yeah,
because
like
there's no
he
ramp
needs to be
there.
out a little bit and then micro back a little, and then have time to pull his probes from his expansion away from his natural and actually fight outside.
Yeah, because the whole purpose of the Marines is simply to just soak up damage, and when you force yourself to fight in the natural, then they're doing what they want. So.
And in the bottom right, as our olive, is Mr. Tech.
It's a gross color, man.
And our left-hand side, the tannish white, fighting for our arcades, Mr. Voddy. Curious to see if Tech will fight Scout this time.
Where's
I
Voddy
bet if
from?
Tech,
Sweden.
Sweden.
Sweden? Oh, okay.
I bet if Tech scouted with the probe last game, he probably wouldn't have made a Nexus. We'll see if he can learn from his mistakes.
Is there any way to expand this Protoss and still hold that kind of 2-fact push, or no?
No, I don't think so. The only way you can get away with it is if you're scouted last, maybe. Like I feel like nowadays, especially in this meta, if you fast expand as a Protoss and Terran they don't make 2 factories to push you like that, they're gonna pull 10 SCVs with their 1 tank and 5 Marines and just build a bunker, and you can't do anything about it. But that's just my experience as a B rank Protoss player. I think Terran will kind of they'll throw almost all of their SCVs at you. If you like 12 Nexus or anything really early like that. But I think that was just a 2 factory timing push that Voddy kind of just blindly countered expand. We're seeing Voddy wall his front this time. Still no scout from Tech after his Cover next, core is dropped. Maybe just going for that little boost of economy.
Is he going gas? Is that gas for cyber core? I guess we see when he pulls them off, if he pulls them off. Not for, I mean for goon range. So it should line up. Nice timing, yeah. So he pulled off. He still has he hasn't started goon range yet. There he goes. Okay. So is he gonna keep? Because if I remember correctly, they usually will take the gas, 1 or 2 probes off of gas after starting goon range, depending on the build. Okay, so he's probably. You think he's going for robotics bay here?
I can't tell if he's gonna make one or a Nexus.
You know what? I kind of feel bad for Tech right now because he's kind of playing into Voddy's hands now after that two fact rush. Now he's going fast expand and he's got a blockade and he can hold it just fine. And Tech's went 2 gate. So he's already behind, unless he can do a lot of damage, which is highly unlikely.
Well, I understand you sometimes don't scout because it's just not going to change your build. But why Tech didn't scout earlier? Like, this is the first time I think he's discovering body space.
His tank will be out here shortly. He doesn't really have the Marines to protect the tank, I don't think.
Yeah, now if he breaks the block, he's in trouble, but I don't think he's gonna break it. Yeah, look at this. He's just repairing SCVs and running back.
He's a long way from getting siege tank.
Yeah. Surprised he isn't running the other goons over. Is he just trying to look for the scouting SCV? I don't know. I feel like he should just run his goons over as soon as they are made, so he can get that tank.
Here he needs to expand and go for a DT drop or a Reaver or something like that.
I feel like he should just be hitting those SCVs, right? I don't know.
That was a close one.
Hey man, that range.
That siege tank is the perfect position, man. Holy crap. Like, that was really good positioning with that tank.
Now,
If he had targeted the SCVs, he might have gotten in. I don't know. He might be right.
I don't know if you noticed, but his Dragoons, the second set of Dragoons that popped out, they went running up into the northern part of the map. They didn't actually come straight over.
See, if he gets a shuttle here and a couple zealots, he'd have a chance to break this, I feel like. But
I love body scouting.
he's probably going to go observer. Oh, no, he's getting a shuttle. Okay.
Yeah.
Body doesn't play in the dark. He needs to know what's going on at all times.
Personally, I think shuttles are one of the most exciting units in the game. Because it means something is about to happen.
Coming from a Zerg user, that means so much.
Oh, I mean to watch, not to play.
Yeah, that means storm drops.
Still means a lot.
Or Reaver drops.
It's surprise pizza pocket in the air.
Up, shuttle speed. Okay. We're gonna see some Reaver drops here.
Reaver! See, this is the right play. This is about all he can do right now. The only other option he could have done is maybe double expand. But a timing push would actually a two base timing push would actually beat that. So
I think he's going to expand here. Yeah.
I hope Tech knows that there's 2 entrances to space here. Shit.
I think we saw Dragon make that mistake in
Yeah.
a series against Terror you. Yeah. Keep pile on walls one side and then Vulture ran in the other ramp. What? Alright. He pre-made Scarabs, so be ready to drop. Do we even have an engineering bay here?
Nope.
You will have Goliaths, but until they have range, they're not the best. Once that shuttle speed's complete. You could get...
Got 2 ranks.
If he goes...
Ready?
Yeah, if he goes up to the top. Okay, that works too, I guess.
Oh, man. That was a huge mistake by Tech. I feel like he had such a advantage having a Reaver and Shuttle.
I thought he was just going to drop the Reaver up above and...
Yeah, you
take
could just
3
harass, right?
Yeah,
A
there's
lot
no
like
need to just dive the tank like that. I mean,
that. 2 of them were clumped together, and I think if a Reaver had attacked both of them, it would have done a lot of damage. And then 2 Zealots could have probably helped out, finish them off. But then a 3rd tank came. Pretty risky.
Well, the positive side to what just happened is he has a 4th base up. So it's not the worst, but would like to see him add in some gateways.
3rd base.
Yeah, we're gonna have 6 factories soon. Oh, we're getting our gateways up.
Gateways. And does he have a citadel? I don't know if he does, but yeah, go for
I really like
Dragoon
his gateway
only.
placement.
And speed shuttle coming across the map.
I'm giving up on the Reavers.
Oh, I just
Oh, just drop the
Taking
Zealot.
in.
Just drop the Zealot.
Yeah, I don't think...
That was worth it. That was worth it. Still. He has to repair that.
Like, this is nice. Very annoying for Terran to deal with. And... yeah.
Protoss still only on 1 gas. Mission on the supply depot. And Goliath's range is finished.
Protoss needs units. He also needs Zealots.
Yeah, those 3 gates just finished. 2 volleys out of that, and he's gonna have a couple control groups.
He's moving out already.
Just needs
Oh
to
man,
force,
these are a lot of tanks.
Protoss needs to force the feed here.
These
Can't
are a
let
lot of
Voddy-
dragoons.
Oh, okay. He's got Dragoons. Never mind.
Yeah, but versus tanks,
You can't
he
let
needed Zealot sooner. He's
can't
just
let
now
Terran
doing
just
Citadel too.
if they're coming out now, that's perfect timing.
He has Zealot speed though, so if he gets some good drops off.
No, he doesn't. He's just now making a citadel.
No,
he's,
shuttle,
he's in-
shuttle speed. Shuttle speed.
Shuttles. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if Shuttle can dive that either, so.
Yeah, he's in
Just
trouble
need
now.
to he let Voddy move across the map.
7
too freely there.
factories.
Need to force Terran to expand and slowly push across the
He
map
needs
and
to
get
come.
volleys out.
Oh no, 2 shuttles.
2 shuttles is good.
Good drop.
No,
Good drop.
no.
That's focus
That's not
firing.
drops are bad. No, I think he's.
He's focus firing the tanks. He's gonna take force out. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Copy
Okay,
trade,
so
but-
he wipes
It's
the
fine,
tanks
it's
out.
totally
That's
fine.
really
He
good.
This is a really good play by him.
This
you
seemed like a
baited
pretty even
everything.
trade.
I
Oh, it's
needed.
good for Protoss. He doesn't die. He can't let Terran
Yeah, I
set up
guess.
outside his natural like that.
He lost all his
So,
tanks, but
Ooh,
sucks.
Like,
Terran still
Protoss
did
can
so
remake
much
that.
damage though.
yeah, Protoss can remake that army. The Terran has to take a minute to make all those tanks, and the big thing though is that Protoss did not let Terran get set up outside his natural. If that happens, he was probably just dead. So, good dive, considering he didn't have. I think he's still behind, but he's
Like, yeah, it really was a good attack, despite having a bad shuttle play there. He had 2 shuttles, and he really didn't do much with them. He got a couple zealots on the backside tanks.
Yeah.
But he actually cleaned it up fairly well for, that big of a blunder, really. So that was really good for Tech.
I'm a little worried about Voddy just throwing some root units onto the map and losing them, because if they get picked up, he's not going to be able to come back.
I feel like his macro is a little weird on Tech, though. Like, I feel like he should have had a few more units out by now.
Got a lot of gateways.
Yeah. Well, he's ahead on probe count big time, which is great. But now he's letting him set up. He's got to go now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know about these mines. Oh,
good.
That could have been much worse.
Did you mute me, Alex? You hear me? Hello?
Yeah, everyone can hear
I hear you.
Oh,
I hear you.
Yeah.
Alright. Alex
I mean,
likes to mute me.
again,
Always
He's
paranoid.
trading- He's
That's a
trading
great-
Good.
That's
So
I
he kills
don't
the
like-
tank.
Never
Speed's almost
muted
done
you.
too. So that was good. Ooh.
He's got
That's-
a ton of probes.
Yeah. Add a couple gateways and
Yeah, I feel like he's investing too much into that
remake shuttle.
fourth base, so he really needs gateways and an army.
I feel like Protoss just made his second gas recently, and is kind of lacking on gas units.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, at this point, he's just kind of hiding in his base and needs to get out.
It's not looking good for Protoss. It was
No.
looking good for Protoss. Somehow Voddy did it, I think.
I mean, he's got the units.
He's
If he
not
can,
dead. He'll be fine here, but once he gets another round of goons out, but
Didn't we have shuttles? What happened to that?
They died.
yeah,
Well, remake him, because he's got
I
2
know.
tanks. There's
I
no
know.
way you're going to get contained by
Oh.
2
nice
tanks.
drag.
Let's go it bomb.
it's a good drag. There's only one tank
now.
here.
Now
Right?
Run your
Look at
shuttle
the-
across
look at
the
the
bomb.
wall.
There you go. There you go. Awesome.
Push the unit.
Oh, but he's doing a ton of damage for 2 tanks and a bunch of
Oh
vultures.
my god, look at those. Look at all that dragoon blood, man.
Dragoons suck versus
Great.
tanks. I totally agree with Cork.
If he breaks out, he's got the position back again. So you brought the little good measure.
Dragoons actually crush tanks if you can focus fire.
Yeah.
Or
Well, I
goons
mean, like,
can
you don't want to
crush
underestimate how much damage 2 tanks can do to a group of dragons. You know?
Dragoons that are spread out and actually trading shots would be good.
Oh,
But
tanks. They were really getting caught up on that corner there.
that one turret is jacked Tech up, man. He's lost 2 observers and 2 shuttles. No, 1 shuttle to that turret.
That turret is kicking
Oh, yeah.
ass.
It really
How many
is,
kills
man.
does the turret have?
It
Let's
has
see.
3. But you can't. It doesn't show. It has 3 kills.
Just kidding.
Goliath's got the first shuttle.
It'd be cool if it showed kill count on turrets.
The tech does
I
have
really
lack of
reasonable
tech
amount of
coming out
units
from
here.
Protoss. We don't see any arbiter tech, no carry or something.
Yeah,
Straight
Cork would
monthly
probably be
gateway, man.
saying the same thing right now. Tech doesn't have a long game plan. He's just
Oh, we got
running
it
on
already.
gateway units.
I mean, I agree he needed to get units out, but
I mean, that is a build. Battle does it all the time. It's called Gateway Man.
yeah.
Rogues
That is the
I
Gallery.
mean, I
thing.
think the idea is to control the map, not this.
He is pushing through here. He doesn't have a ton of tanks. It's like, what, probably 7?
Yeah. We see 4 bases. I mean,
Oh,
3 bases.
this was worth it for Vi.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a
For
great
Voddy?
attack. No, for
Tech.
oh, okay. No, there's the shuttle or dropship.
Good reaction
Nice
there from
response,
Tech.
though. That's a great.
Good
pull.
reaction.
Body's doing this off 1 base, 2 bases.
2 bases, yeah.
2 base, and his main's probably mined out almost.
Let's see.
But now here's the thing though, Tech's main's mined out, and now he doesn't have an expansion, or his third.
He does have a probe at 12.
There we go.
Great reaction from Tech, not losing a bunch of probes there. Voddy is mining out.
What
Definitely
is,
needs to be
what is
getting a third
Voddy's
soon.
expansion like? Voddy's expansion, his natural 10.
Sorry.
If he doesn't get another base or do a lot of damage, he's gonna lose. Just off the fact that.
Yeah, at least it
has
could
no-
float off your command center. Oh, he's about to trap these dragoons.
Oh,
This was
no.
nicely
Really
done.
great
Run
mine
back,
placement
run
Very
there.
nicely done, Body.
Okay.
Bang, bang,
Holy
boom.
shit, that's good game material right there.
In that position, what you do is you actually run down the ramp into the tanks, and you just snipe tanks one at a time.
Yeah. At least he doesn't have the tanks to push you.
Yeah, well that, and you don't run into 20 mines behind you.
Yeah.
Tech's macro is like spectacular.
Oh yeah.
He's consistently getting just enough to hold off each attack.
Look at that gateway placement. Right. I love Tech's gateway placement, man. Look at that. He's got a nice line going to the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I flip Protoss, I feel like all my Dragoons get stuck.
Yeah. Well, mine don't get stuck, but mine don't free flow that easily the way he's got his gateways lined up.
Voddy taking the 6 o'clock. Voddy's taking the 6 o'clock and also leaving himself an opportunity to take that mineral only right there. It's kind of a choky spot per se. You could build a supply depot or two there.
Tech really needs to be getting down that fourth base though.
Yeah, Voddy is throwing mines all over the base.
Yeah,
over the middle.
He's got neither tech nor bases though. A little bit.
Like no DT tech or storms.
He's not expanding either. That's okay. Yeah. Now he's just put down a fourth of the middle.
I mean, he's kind of.
I think right now, Tech is ahead, but as Voddy's third base is saturated and he starts mining and building units off of it, Tech is just going to lose his advantage. So he's probably got a window right here if he was going to attack or do anything, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
He's got, in about 3 minutes, he'll be in a great position. And then after that 3-minute mark, he's going to go back to being in a bad position.
Okay, he's going storm. He's going side storm.
There you go.
So, at least we're seeing some sort of tech development.
With shuttle tech, hell yeah.
2-2 upgrades for Voddy, man.
Tech.
Yeah.
Tech.
That's a little bit.
Tech's got 0 upgrades.
Tech. Oh, he doesn't have attack or. Oh. He's got it's a +1 attack on those.
Okay.
Fourth Nexus going down on this mineral only.
Somebody mentioned he wasn't mining gas early enough at his natural and third, and I think if he did, he would have probably teched into arbiters quicker.
Tech didn't start mining from his natural until his third base was fully saturated and going. He had like 8 gateways before his second gas was made. But
okay, I think we're gonna see a storm drop at 6 o'clock here in about 5 seconds. Although it's
great, good reaction.
He scanned it.
Another. Ooh, shuttle.
What?
Man.
The dodge, though.
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing turn rate 8? Ugh.
Well, Voddy is in Sweden, and Tech. Did someone say he's from?
In Chile.
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 Lag is one of the biggest problems of StarCraft Remastered.
Yeah. Just leave.
And game there,
second game goes to Voddy. The specified cash prize show match. We got open casting, folks. It doesn't matter how many people are in here, 1 or 10. Everyone's still welcome. It's like a little party. We're not trying to recreate professional casting experiences, so just get your ass in here and hang out with us.
Bring a mask.
No mask. Bring a pack of rubbers. We show love here. That was too far. I'm sorry. Game 3 on Dominio Azul. Means
there are
blue
kids that watch this, man. Come on now.
Demon. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
I actually ran into him today. He's like, "Hey, no cussing today, please."
You ran into Ice Axe?
Yeah. He's like, "My dad's watching. Please don't cuss."
That's cute. Shout out to Ice Axe, 14-year-old.
He said, "I know you're a good guy." I was like, "I'm not really, but yeah, I'll respect your wishes today."
He plays basketball, so you two both have that in common.
Oh, where's he live? If he's any good, I'll pick him up.
Game 3. Will Tech scout earlier? Will he get ARB Tech middle to long game?
Will he tech? And in the bottom right, might be teching in the blue Protoss is tech.
I always find it funny
And-
when players have. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Continue.
And we've got the silvery white Voddy in the bottom.
I always find it a little funny whenever a player has in their name something referring to the game, but then they rarely ever mention it. For example, in StarCraft 2 we have innovation. However, perhaps one of the least innovative players, just a very, very standard player. I think it's funny whenever you see someone not live up to their name. Last game, I felt like we saw that on Tech. We didn't really see any tech out of him.
Well, it depends
My
what you mean by
favorite-
tech. If it's getting gas, that's considered tech.
Well, when the game ended, he had just finished +1. Had one side. So
Yeah, he was super gateway. He was super trying to mass units. They're just maxed out and pushed, but Voddy kind of stopped that and pushed him before he was able to do that.
Let's see,
Didn't have any upgrades though.
I think.
Voddy tells me he studies maps, and since this is going to be in the tournament, and every single game on this map is going to be worth at least $10, it's in everyone's interest to really figure it out. But he likes to sort of play on new maps and find ways he can exploit different aspects of it.
Look at Voddy trying to jump to FPV.
Right now, bro. Come on.
It's so painful. Artosis would fucking throw his mouth.
Oh, is he going to get it in?
He's gonna get it anyways. Something with it, man.
Protoss is the worst race.
he's just stunned. He can't believe he got in there. So and didn't get squished.
He's trying to run back out. Why run back out, man?
Is that a big
Oh,
deal,
man.
you think? Does this give a lot of...
because he was gonna go too fat. Push.
Question:
See
should
that?
Terran buildings be able to squish and kill units that they land on?
They used to be able to.
Really?
Early
Yeah.
days of StarCraft. Yeah, it was one of the
I don't
matchups
even
they
remember
came out
that.
with.
Boxer did that in a couple pro games. He was killing interceptors with his command center by lifting it and landing it. If you don't know, now you know. One Marine pushing back,
I just
singles
remember
up.
in Classic whenever Marines were useless because they stim and they never heal. And then
Oh yeah, man.
and the spawning pool costs 150 minerals, so
Yeah. Zealots used to take full damage from sunken colonies.
Didn't the original, I think it was in the beta, Mutalisk did like 30 damage. I think that was the beta. That wasn't the original game.
Oh, I don't recall that.
Oh, it looked like the Zealot was going to get in. So Voddy did some scouting of his own.
Got it.
He's the core spinning.
Scouting probe is dead. Got a command center.
We throwing up a
Early,
bunker here.
whoa, double robo. Okay.
What? Why? You can't support double robo off of
There's the
maps.
other one. Oh,
I don't think he realized he made double robo.
Yeah, it's kind of unusual to make him in two different positions, isn't it?
Unless
he
you want
knew
the
he-
timing. Unless you want
if
the
he knew
timing.
he
Like,
wanted double robo, he probably wouldn't have made it in range.
Yeah,
That's
Dragoon
a lot of
range, expansion, double robo. He didn't mean to make that double
Yeah.
robo. Hopefully he
Well.
sees it in time.
he's locked into lots of reavers, I think.
Or double shuttle.
I mean, how do you... Oh, he canceled it. Yeah,
He's like-
it was a
That
mistake.
hurt. That hurt.
Damn it.
200 gas.
No, no, he loses 50 minerals and 50 gas.
Yeah,
You
but
lose-
200
you
gas
lose-
is tied up. You can't use for anything.
Yeah,
else.
yeah, no, yeah.
That's
You
what I meant.
lose,
Sorry.
you lose a fourth of the resources it costs to make a building. Units you don't lose anything, but
I think on a positive
early?
note, he is teching.
yeah, yeah.
Going for the Reaver tech.
He is
Over
technical,
tech.
though.
Set starting for Karen.
Still no expansion. He's gonna go for an early bust then. So he's gonna do a 2 Zealot, 1 Reaver, Dragoon push.
Oh,
Try to do some early damage. This used to be really. This is a classic build, if you will.
So if you did say theoretically finish that second robo, would you just make a bunch of shuttles and fly?
You know what? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, just drop Zealots with 2 shuttles. It could be really overwhelming. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, Terran. Look at Terran. Terran relies on a block of some sort.
yeah.
Whenever
Yeah,
you
I
sit
feel like
there
if you
and
just drop like
inside
2
of
Zealots
space,
and
yeah.
yeah,
New
if you
meta.
drop like a bunch of goons and a couple Zealots on top of that.
I mean, if you really think about it, 5 or 6 shuttles is almost a recall, and you can pick stuff up, move them around.
Yeah. I mean, it's 200 minerals a piece, but I mean, at this point in the game, Protoss units are better. So.
I mean, it's expensive this early without an expansion.
Yep, we're going for it.
I mean, I've done like 2 bays and like 4 shuttles.
You see
know.
3 tanks. We got a Reaver, 2 Zealots in the shuttle,
Another tank and Goliath.
7 Dragoons.
He's gonna bust. Yeah, he's gonna try and bust this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any Goliaths? There's no anti-air, so
There's 1, 2 Marines.
That won't stop the shuttle though.
It's 2 Goliaths and another tank popping out. It's gonna stop the shuttle.
Harassing the main would be a good idea. See, this is where extra shuttles would really come in handy.
Oh, good Zealot bomb there. Getting a lot of
Right there.
damage on that
Great
one
Reaver drop.
tank. Getting a
Oh
ton
my
of
god.
It's gonna be really close to SCP's
SCP block too, though.
Oh,
Come on, guys, target those.
He's done a lot of damage here. Oh,
Great
man.
focus firing.
he's behind an expansion.
Oh, yeah, he has
and he
it.
gets it. Oh, and he gets
He does it. He does it.
Wow.
I mean,
Got
he's
a
got
micro.
good, but still worth it, I think.
Well, I mean, here's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing. If he doesn't kill a lot more, no. See, he's. I can't say he's ahead.
We have
still.
more SCVs than we have probes. We have an expansion.
taking the tanks out is really important. And the
Yeah.
turns.
A couple tanks were
Yeah.
taken out.
Okay, here we go. He's rallying. He's rallying. He's gonna
Mine-
get
Yeah.
this.
He might
If
not
gets
win the
this
game
tank-
here,
if he-
but he's doing a lot of
If he
damage.
gets this tank, pretty good.
Where's
I mean,
the Dragoon at?
SCPs are
We got 2
basically
tanks
Goliath,
coming out at
so
perfect
careful.
time.
Yeah, Reaver with no shuttle.
This is where that second robo would have came in handy.
He would have had a second gateway for enough units. Though.
This is some really good damage, and I mean, it's been common in the years of
Oh, he didn't
StarCraft that
transfer.
Protoss will do damage to Terran early on, and if Terran can defend it, they're usually kind of ahead.
He's already done
then-
it.
I don't know if Voddy, or I don't know if Tech didn't enough damage. I mean, he took a lot of
He
tanks
gets
out, yes, but so Voddy can't push. I mean, he can get his
He needs-
Tech can get his third up quicker.
He needed to make 2 more Zealots and go again. Because he's got the Reaver, he's got the shuttle, he's got 4 Dragoons. But now instead he's got 6 Dragoons, 1 shuttle, 1 Reaver. The second you drop that Reaver, it's dead.
We have what, 3 factories? 4th factory starting.
So he just
No, he's just
scanned
got
2
2.
other
Agreed.
bases. I guess he's wondering maybe if Tech was just gonna expand.
Shuttle coming in. Looks like. Oh, nothing to defend this.
Oh, just 1 SCV. Just 2 SCVs.
Oh.
Tech leaves the
Wow.
game.
Wow.
Oh man, he had the worst Reaver drops in this series. Like, they
Wait,
literally
was there
always
shuttle-
dropped
was there-
in the midst of
was there
tanks, right?
Zealots in that shuttle? Zealots in that shuttle? Oh, no.
I feel like Tech usually has a little more success, and then maybe he just had a rough series here. He just
Yeah,
really
we all have.
tilted. Yeah, it was just a bad day.
The lag might have been, if there was any, annoying, but it doesn't really explain dropping Reavers in the midst of tanks. Just because they have range, right? As long as the tank isn't in siege mode, you could exploit
If
that.
he had a zealot or 2 in the shuttle and dropped them to take
Yeah.
the tank a shot, you know,
Anything. Dragoon.
it's hard in turn rate 8, but you can spam click and we'll catch up.
I'm not sure why he left though. That's not a reason to leave game. I don't think Voddy was that far ahead.
I will say, setting a turn rate is a lot better if you think it's going to lag. Setting a turn rate and going to like high latency is a lot better than playing on dynamic.
Is that right?
Like if you set it to like turn rate 16 or 20 and then play on extra high latency, it's a lot better than setting it on dynamic versus someone, say in South America or in Europe. Sometimes dynamic will run it down and it's not necessary because it won't lag. But yeah, that was a 3-0 for Voddy.